If you could make £1,500 to £3,000 per month printing custom parts and prototypes for local businesses, would you invest a few £100s in a second-hand 3D printer to start? That is essentially what a 3D printing service is. In this video, I will explain how the business works, what companies actually pay for, realistic UK pricing, and how to keep your startup costs low with second-hand equipment or rental options. A 3D printing service is not about toys or trinkets. You are turning other people's designs into physical parts. A typical job involves receiving a 3D file, checking it for issues, printing prototypes or small batches, doing basic finishing and delivering the parts within a couple of days. Most small firms do not want to buy a printer, learn the software, or deal with failed prints for the handful of parts they need each month. Your offer is simple. Send the file and you will produce a working part quickly so they can test, fit, and move on. The people who pay for this are usually engineering firms, manufacturers, product designers, repair shops, and architects. They use 3D printing because it is fast. It's ideal for one-off or low-volume parts and perfect for testing ideas before paying for expensive tooling. You are selling speed and flexibility. You do not need a £2,000 machine to start. In the UK, there is a steady supply of second-hand printers because people buy them, experiment, and then sell. You can find used workhorse models like the Ender 3 or Prusa-style machines for £80 to £300. Check for a heated bed, a reasonable print area, and ideally see it printing before you buy. You can also rent printers from makerspaces or specialist companies. Older machines might cost £20 to £50 per month, and business-grade printers might be £100 to £300 per month. Treat the rental as a test budget while you validate demand. Another option is a service-first partnership where you find clients and a local hobbyist or makerspace does the printing. You split the revenue, or pay per job, and buy your own machine once you have regular work. A realistic second-hand startup budget is around £300 to £700, including the printer, filament, spare nozzles, a small finishing kit, and basic insurance. Typical work includes prototypes for new products, placement parts, jigs and fixtures, mounts for sensors or electronics, and small batches of identical parts. Most beginners stick to PLA for prototypes and PEDK for tougher functional parts. Pricing is usually based on time, material, and complexity. Small, simple parts might be £15 to £25. Medium parts might be £25 to £60. Larger or more complex parts might be £60 to £120. Rush jobs often cost extra. Monthly clients can be worth £300 to £1,200 depending on volume. 3 or 4 regular clients at £400 to £600 each puts you in the £1,200 to £2,400 range, and one-off jobs can push you into that £1,500 to £3,000 monthly target. To find your first clients, create a simple one-page offer with what you do, turnaround times, and example prices. Walk local industrial estates and look for engineering firms, fabricators, repair shops, and product design agencies. Your pitch is straightforward. You run a local 3D printing service and can turn around prototypes or custom parts in a couple of days. Offer a low-risk first job such as a small discount or one free reprint if the first version does not fit. Once you solve one problem for a client, they usually come back. If you want help funding or launching a small service business like this, download the free PDF linked below. It covers grants, startup loans, and practical launch steps for UK microbusinesses. For more realistic UK service ideas, subscribe to Microbiz 365.